Hi, and welcome to my Tidbits for the week. What's been going on in the Cape recently? Well, we've had really cool weather. It's significantly cooler than what we would expect this time of year. Mostly running in the 50s. Down here today, for example, it was in the 60s, I think low 60s, 61. Off Cape, it was 75. So they had some really nice weather off Cape, but things are starting to pick up down here. So what we're seeing is more people coming to the Cape on the weekends, starting to open up their houses. We're starting to see all of the opening soon or we're open now signs going up and the flags going out in the front. Things are starting to get ready for the spring market. And with the spring market comes a lot more properties coming on. So what I'm finding is that there are a lot more available options for people in terms of buying a property. And with that, with the buying comes selling as well. So a lot of people are also listing the property. So with the listing, my recommendation is, you hire a professional agent to meet with you and come up with a value. But ultimately, it's your property and your home. So if you think the agent is too high or too low, you are well within your right to modify that and tell them that you want something a little different. So what has happened in the past is, if a buyer feels, or seller rather, feels strongly that they feel the price should be up here and not my range came in, here a little bit different, I would ask that you consider a price reduction in 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. If you're not seeing a lot of activity, you don't have offers, you don't have people calling, you don't have people coming for the open house, it's an indication that it's just priced too high for the market. And our market is changing slightly. With the more properties, prices become a little more flexible. People are negotiating a little bit more. So you don't want your property to sit on the market for an extended period of time. And that's because a lot of people will assume that there's something wrong with it if it didn't sell right away. There has to be an issue. Well, that's not the case necessarily. It just could be priced too high, and people aren't often willing to come in and make an offer that's market value because they don't want to insult the seller. So having said that, consider what your agent is telling you for pricing. If you still want to try the higher end, that's well within your mean, and your agent, I'm sure, will agree to do whatever you want. It's your home. But also listen to them when nothing's happening and you're not getting showings, and that could also be the reason. So what I've seen lately is there are a lot of properties coming on. I had a showings this, what's today? So Friday with several, with one client, but we were able to find 5 condo units in one complex that she was interested in looking at. So that's quite a number of units that are available. They all came on the same day. So she was able to look at all 5 and pick out one that she really liked, and we made an offer and it was accepted. So that's exciting for her and her family. Very exciting. So just be aware there's a lot more coming on. I know people were a little kind of disappointed with the winter market. It was very slow. There weren't a lot of properties that were coming on. Things were sitting for a long time, but that's kind of the way things go over the holidays. People really don't want to list their property over the holidays. So we see more of it coming on in the spring. Hopefully we'll have a really strong spring market. That's what the indicators are showing. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great spring. Can't wait for it. Can't wait to open the outdoor shower. That's what I'm waiting for. Have a great week, everybody.